Steph Curry and the Warriors visiting the Blazers. We take you late to the first quarter and keep your eye on Curry. He's being defended by Justin Minaya, and Curry, right after this, you can see he shakes his hand in discomfort. He does find Gary Payne II for the layup, but look at his hand here. He seems to jam it on Minaya's knee. He would head to the bench in pain before heading to the locker room for the remainder of the quarter. Yeah, not looking great there. But early in the second quarter, Curry checks back into the game, this time with his wrist and thumb taped up. The Warriors lead 35-27. Curry gets the ball on the wing and drains a three. Look that he's doing all right now. Warriors up by 11. Just over 2 to go in the first half. Warriors up by 10. Jimmy Butler, the third, passes to Curry, who hits the three. 10 points, 4 boards, 4 assists in the first half for Curry. Early third quarter, Warriors lead 59-42. Butler to Draymond Green, who finds Curry for the layup. Curry would end with 14 points. Under 8 to go, Green to Butler for the alley-oop. Look at that, Warriors up by 25. Just over a minute to go, Warriors up by 14. Butler goes up and under for the layup and the foul. 24 points, 5 boards, 7 assists. Warriors win 103-86. Here's Steph at the podium.
I'm feeling great, ready to play game 82 on Sunday. I'm excited about it. I don't want to be too dramatic. Like it should be a game 7 kind of vibe. You win, and again, you control your destiny on a guaranteed playoff series. You lose, you roll the dice. So I think I said last game, like good teams find a way to win, big games like that, and that's what we're aiming to be.
How about the Clippers taking on the Kings? Clippers 6-game win streak entering the day, time for the longest active streak in the NBA. Final seconds of the second quarter, Clippers down just 2. Kawhi Leonard goes to work. Leonard 10 of 21 from the field. He had 20 points in the first half, 28 for the game. 6 minutes left in the fourth. Clippers up 89-82. James Harden, nice lob for Derrick Jones Jr. 10 assists for Harden. Jones with the emphatic dunk. Clippers up 9. 1.5 minutes left in the fourth now. Kings down 6. Zach LaVine from there drains it. 9 of 23 from the field, 26 points. 1 minute left in the fourth. 4-point game. Kings down. DeMar DeRozan. He had 16 points, 6 of 20 from the field. Kings down 2. 3.9 seconds left in the fourth. Harden. Keegan Murray gets the steal and then calls the timeout. Kings have life. 2.2 seconds left. Kings with a last chance. Trey Lyles, the inbound to DeRozan, and DeRozan shot, no good. He tried to draw contact, but the refs didn't buy it. No foul called, and the Clippers survived. Win by
dangerous team heading into the playoffs. To me, it's still the Golden State Warriors. I mean, for the reasons I mentioned before, you have 3 guys on that roster, 3 veterans on that roster who, as well as they're playing right now, they are only going to get better come playoff time. We've seen what Steph Curry does in these playoff level scenarios, those 3 games in a row against Memphis, against the Lakers, against the Nuggets, where he averaged 43 points. You add in the fact that playoff Jimmy Butler is on the horizon, and what he does is he allows that Warriors team to be a plus team when Stephen Curry is not playing, and that is a huge, huge marker for this team, for their success, if you can let him rest. Then you add in the Draymond Green of it all, playing the defensive player of the year level where he is right now. This Warriors team is equipped to win in the way that they have won, which is Draymond anchoring that defense, some depth, and Stephen Curry going nuclear. I think they are still the most dangerous team that nobody wants to face in that Western Conference.
David, you know what? My grandpa used to say stuff about people like you. You know what I mean? You got a hard head, but it's going to make a soft ass in a minute. Because let me tell you something. The disrespect to OKC.
My mama used to say I got a hard head too, so I feel you.
Yeah, but the disrespect has to stop. Let me read this to you. The Oklahoma City Thunder defense leads their first in defensive rating, first in half-court defense, first in rim protection, first in defense versus on-ball screens, first in defense versus drives, first in defense versus isolations, first in defense deflections per game, first in steals per game, first in opponent's turnover rate, first in points per game off of turnovers. Did you just hear that? That resume is long as hell defensively. Defense win you championships. When you look at the Oklahoma City Thunder and their depth, it's not a drop-off with them defensively. From the superstar on down, especially on the perimeter. When you look at Wallace, Luke Dort, Isaiah Joe, SGA, J-Dub, all of those guys can slide their feet. And then on top of that, you have the chemistry that's there between Chet Holmgren and Isaiah Hartenstein. I've been noticing the big-to-big passing. They could play together on the floor. If you want to go small and move Chet to the 5, you could do that as well. But most importantly, they have home court advantage. And if anybody know how loud that arena gets and electrifying that arena is during the postseason, I know. I played in that arena. You remember back in the day they had like that meter and people couldn't hear themselves talk because it was so rowdy in there? That's what happens in OKC. OKC is still the most dangerous team in the Western Conference when it comes down to them making noise and getting to the NBA Finals.
So Perk and I agree because, like we said earlier in the show, we believe that the Oklahoma City Thunder are the only true title contender coming out of the West. But I think of the word dangerous as kind of like this unexpected team, unexpected thing, like a team that you might not be thinking about nearly enough in the playoff picture as a team that can make a deep run. And Perk, earlier in the show, you talked about the Clippers, and that got my wheels turning because this is a team that's won 13 of its last 15 games, and they've been dominant in the majority of that stretch. And I think it really boils down to the fact that everybody on this roster, whether it's Ivica Zubac, who is playing the best stretch of his career right now. He just had his first career triple-double the other night in that win they had over the Rockets, but 13 straight double-doubles up until that point. He's one of the best interior scorers in the league. You've got Kawhi playing at a healthy Kawhi. Like, let's talk about the playoffs. A healthy Kawhi going into the postseason. That's huge. He's your on-ball creator. He's your shooter. James Harden is playing great basketball. He's your creator. Norman Powell's your spot-up guy. Nobody's being asked to do anything outside of the role in which they are comfortable. So I think as a threat, as one of those teams you would actually be a little fearful of playing because of how well they're playing right now. That's why I consider the Los Angeles Clippers the most dangerous team based within the context of what it means to be dangerous at this time.
There are 4 teams by my count that have a head coach and a best player that have won a championship already in their careers. Okay? You're talking about Golden State with Steph Curry and Steve Kerr. You're talking about Boston, whoever you deem the best player to be, Tatum or Brown and Joe Mazzulla. Milwaukee, Doc Rivers and Giannis. And the Clippers, Ty Lue and Kawhi Leonard. I don't think you can discount that. Home games, I understand we're talking about role players a lot. Road games, you're talking about the coaches and you're talking about the best players. The Los Angeles Clippers, as a quote-unquote surprise, dangerous team, can go into every single series saying they have the best player and the best coach. Now, the Warriors, David, your team that you picked can do the same thing, right? Like, that's a fair argument. I don't know that Oklahoma City can do that. They're the best team in the league. I'm not doubting that, but they cannot go into every series saying they have the best player and best coach.
Yeah, Perk. Let me read a little something, too. Stephen Curry got 4 rings. That's all I need to read. I'll read it off a piece of paper, too. This guy is somebody I trust in the playoffs more than I trust anybody on the OKC Thunder team. Now, back to what Evan and Courtney Cronin are saying. The 1B to that dangerous team is absolutely the Clippers. The only reason I did not put the Clippers above the